boots on the ground, putting it down, get up, get up, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's five-time best-selling author Mickey D. I host The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device, a.k.a. the baby knockout goat, my friends. It's a pleasure. My friends, The Scoop is for your education, your information, and your entertainment only. I'm not a stockbroker, not a money manager, not a financial advisor, my friends. I can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything. But in a minute here, I'm going to tell you about HITID, because HITID has done what they were holding. Everybody was holding their breath up, that management was telling them the truth. Well, they did. Release, guys, release. There are people out there that will tell you anything to get your money. You guys know that. Including people calling me during my show. Cut your phone off, Mickey D. Cut your phone off. My friends, we'll have a special this week. I want you to see that on uranium, the nuclear power, the uranium that's needed for those nuclear power, the uranium fuel. There's a shortage, guys. There's a supply-demand problem. There's an issue. This may be the greatest trade of your lifetime, my friends. Join us on the African uranium super trade as we get in super duper early. That's what we do. That's why we're not worried about what's going on now with Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Because investing and understanding Bitcoin, remember, we use currency stocks. We didn't use the wallets. No wallet, no problem. That was our thing from the get-go, guys. So when you guys read this and you picked up Riot at like 92 cents, it went up to over $80 almost. Then you picked up HUT8 at 40 cents. HUT8 put a teenage spot on them. And then you went to at under 10 cents, Frank Holmes and High Blockchain, which we're still holding right now because we believe that High did put almost a 6 spot on them, about 575 or so. But we do think that as far as a future goes, we think that High Blockchain is going to really do something and explode, my friends, and do its thing. My friends, let's talk cannabis here for a second. Cannabis, we've been, around the cannabis game for a long time, my friends. We've written a lot of books about it. You guys know right now we were so far ahead. The African marijuana gold mine, Richmond Soul Reach Wall Street. What's going on right now over in Africa, guys? There's been there's been some stuff on that here just recently that's growing up. But we've known about companies like Charlotte's Web, with mixing of the strains and stuff. We've known about this before there even was a Charlotte's Web. Before it was even a company formed. You guys were informed about that. Investing in medical and recreational cannabis, buying before, during, or after legalization. You guys had ideas of what was to be expected in promising medical marijuana and CBD treatments. You guys ideas, guys. That's what this Make Money Online with Cannabis Stocks, all those 40 baby knockouts and those stocks in there, guys. You guys were just the largest indoor and outdoor marijuana farms in the world. These books give you such an insight on what's going on right now, my friends. How to form a marijuana investment club, all that, everything right now with him. Let's talk about HITID, guys. HITID at roughly 9 cents is when we started at HITID. What's HITID now? What's HITID? About $7 or so right now. It's $7 for a reason, guys, and I'm going to tell you here, my friends. Now, if you can recall, a lot of my subscribers, we like HITID. Don't get it twisted. I like HITID. HITID is a great little company with a lot of retailers. That was our they were even buying up retailers. They even bought baby knockouts that we liked. They bought them up, just like up in Canada with Canopy bought up some of our companies that we were original investors in, and we thought they were going to be great companies, but they were eaten up by the big bad wolves on the street. So you have a big retailer here, HITID. A lot of people like it. I like it myself. But my friends, I said about a year and a half ago or so, maybe a year ago. This is before some of the acquisitions, my friends. I said that they need to do a reverse split. I even, on behalf of the Scoop subscribers, I even said, hey guys, That's the question I'm going to ask them at the next conference call. What did I do? I asked them. If somebody vouched for me. Who heard that? Somebody heard that. The Scoop and Mickey, we asked them about the reverse split. I gave them an out. I threw a softball to the board and asked them, is it possible that you may have to do a reverse split in order to go on the NASDAQ and dilute the shares? The deal, guys. They said, oh, we don't think so. That's the last resort. We don't. No, you take that, Tom, in the accounting. You take that, Greg. People weigh in, and people weighing in on these bulletin boards and stuff. They actually believed them over us, the school. We did the research. We did the research. We knew they had to do a reverse split. They had to, guys. So about a week or so ago, what they do? Let me tell you. This is the press release. HITID announces details consolidation to meet NASDAQ listing requirements. So they did it, right? And this is what they say about it. You guys know HITID, H-I-T-I-F, in America, HITI over in Canada on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Hey, this is what they did. Yeah. A retail-focused cannabis corporation enhanced by the manufacturing, distribution, consumption, accessories is pleased to announce that it's been consolidating all is pleased to announce that it will be consolidating all its issued and outstanding shares, common shares, on the basis of one post-consolidation common share for each. Now you get one for each 15 that you own. Okay, I hate these things. Common shares, and the share consolidation represents another major step towards the listing of the common shares on the NASDAQ. Meet the minimum share price requirements by the NASDAQ. Okay, that's okay. This is CEO now. This is where it gets a little sketchy. We kind of disagree on some things, just a little bit. Not a lot though. I like them. They answer all my questions and everything. But that last one, I felt a little sour there when they didn't say, they were going to do a reverse split. And I gave them a softball. I gave them an opening to do it. Today's news represents a significant milestone towards HITID becoming the first major cannabis retailer anywhere in the world to be listed on NASDAQ. What? Let me read that to you again. Today's news represents a significant milestone towards HITID becoming the first major cannabis retailer anywhere in the world to be listed on the NASDAQ. You kind of make your own decision there. Guys, I'll go on here and God, that one kind of throws you through a loop. Making our shares more accessible to larger audiences, both retail and institutional investors, and increasing our appeal to potential M&A targets. This is CEO now. The announced share consolidation, coupled with our recent progress in our application, gives us confidence that we remain on course to meet the listing standards and begin trading on NASDAQ by the end of the month. You got 11 days, guy. By the end of the month, kind of make you scratch your head again, just like when I asked that question at the conference call, and it kind of made me scratch my head. When I know, and you know, and everybody else that knows anything about this business knows you have to do a reverse split. And I didn't mean to put anybody on the spot, but you know what you had to do, guy. You know what you had to do. You had a 50-cent stock, and the stock had to triple and go up, double and triple and everything for you to, what, and you think, oh gosh, did you prey on those individuals that didn't know? Because they may know, not in the scoop, they knew that a reverse split was coming. So, my friends, we're not gloating. It's not I told you so or anything. It's the research, guys. We get way ahead, and HITID goes up to, $12, $13. Some of you guys that were in at 80 cents or so, you can break even or so. You caught in that bull trap there. You guys that were trapped in there at that price. You woke up one morning, you had a few hundred shares, and you got 5 shares or 25 shares or whatever. I don't know. I don't even care, because it's just one of those stocks and just one of those learning experiences that you got to listen to what these guys say, and the words, they mean things. And High Tide, I'm not saying they were not open and honest with us. Just say that well, I don't. The facts are the facts, and they had to do what we knew, or put it this way, because I had a lot of pushback from some of my subscribers when I told them that High Tide was going to do a reverse split a long time ago, and we take a look at them after they did the reverse split. Well, now you got to take a look at them after the end of the month, because the CEO says he's confident and the company's confident that they'll be on the NASDAQ at the end of the month. I've got a loose tooth there. Excuse me, guys. I'll probably pull it out tonight and put it under my pillow because is the tooth fairy still alive? Well, anyway, back to High Tide. They think that at the end of the month they'll be on the NASDAQ, and for all of us, I hope that they can accomplish that with this reverse split and diluting the shareholders and diluting the shareholders after this. So dilution is in full effect at High Tide, and the object is to get on the NASDAQ. So if you kill everybody, kill the messenger and kill the messenger's dog and cat and rat and everything else, and you get on the NASDAQ, one of those companies I say scratching and clawing and stealing and killing and they'll make it, you made it. You made it. So that's all I have to say about that, guys. I hope they do. So this is a baby knockout that will be on the NASDAQ according to the CEO at the end of the month. High Tide, we want to see it. The proof is in the pudding, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want as many companies as possible on the big board, any of our companies that we like. And we like a lot of companies, guys. Companies that we like. Once again, the special is going to be on uranium here. Guys, we're going to talk about a little bit of nuclear energy there that's needed for these uranium plants. It's not plentiful. They haven't been investing in that area for years and years. So we'll see exactly what happens there. It's going to be a good little show. I've been in 3. This is my 3rd one, guys. So I got a little experience. I'm not new to this. Put it that way. There's a lot of theory out there. A lot of people think this. I traded it, so it's a good thing. I'm not going to talk over your head. I'm not going to talk about this and how you do the rich and the enrichment of uranium, and I'm not going to go into details and the protons and neutrons needed and the voltage. I ain't get into all that. You don't need all that. You don't need all that. Okay? You need to know, my friends, which stocks are best and which stocks work, And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're listening to me, if you're listening to another guru, because we're going to all come up with the same companies because there's only a few of them. So if you do great research like we do, like we put it in black and white, guys. We put it out there. So if you do great research like we do, then it doesn't really, we're all coming back to the same thing. This will be for some of you, just like the guy told me he was laughing at me because he bought my book for $20 or something, $15, and made $20,000. So he was laughing at me. But I told him, you bought it, but so did a few other people. So it was good. Same thing here. You guys are gonna be laughing at me. You're gonna pay $25 for a book that's gonna make you hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're gonna be laughing at me. Well, I like that laugh. Laugh at me. We're getting our first millionaires right now. Laugh at me. I do these things one time. I don't do, you're not going to see me having balloons and all that stuff. And hey, I'm an OG, man. I'm old school. I'm gonna put the stuff out there. It's gonna be in black and white. You go to Barnes and Noble. You can go to Amazon.com. You want to pick it up. You pick it up. We are grinding, guys. The object here is to put beans on your table. Put more money on your table. If $200, $200,000, $2 million will do that, then I want to do it for you, my friends. I want to do it for you. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. Thank you guys for all the well wishes. Thank you guys for chiming in. PayPal is alive and well. My private students, you guys will be hearing from me coming up here in a few days. Guys, let's kill it. Let's kill it, man. We're early on this trade. No, we're not early in the Bitcoin trade. We did it already. Gold and silver right now, that correction, what did I tell you 2 years ago? Every correction in gold is a buyable opportunity that you need to look at. Was this dip was it 1750 or so? We're headed up to 1900. Was that dip every probably for the next few years? Every pullback in some of these areas is going to be, including cannabis right now. The cannabis pullback right now is a buying opportunity for when, guys? Guys, you got to think November, September, October, November. They're going to start talking about legislation in America. They're going to start talking about legislation in Mexico. These are all just let these things go down, 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 down. And then once they start, they may get some legislation and these things may pop. But think of these pullbacks as a buying opportunity in some of our areas. Sure, Riot goes down to $15, $13 or something, and you think it's going to head back up, go for it, guys. But I can give you one thing, it'll never be under $1 again anytime soon. Anytime soon. So when it went from under $1 when we got in and rode up to 80, that was plenty of time for you to get out. Plenty of time. So I don't want to hear you lost money on our crypto plays. Or that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You ever heard of stop orders? Never mind, my friends. Never mind. That's for people that just join me for the first time. You just join me for the first time. That's for you. I know my regular subscribers, my private students. You guys know all this stuff, guys. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. Have a great rest of the trading week, guys. We're gonna have a good time this weekend. You guys have a great time with your family. You guys enjoy life, man, because life is good. You've made it to the other side. Guys, there's over 500,000 people in America, in my country, that didn't make it to the other side where we were able to take our mask off. God bless them, guys. Love you. Take care of you and your family.